Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, Chapter 5, Text 136. दुहें एक वर्ण दुहें प्रकांड शरीर, दुहें रक्तांबर दुहार स्वभाव गंभीर. So, after having heard the pastime of Sakshi Gopal, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going in front of the Gopal deity to behold the deity. And the devotees are standing behind and they are beholding both Gopal and Gauranga. And the previous verse stated that they realize that they are the two are one. Duhe eka murti, that they are one. So what makes them feel that they are one? Their one form manifested is two. Says Duhe eka varna. The Gopal deity was golden complexion and so was Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Duhe prakanda sharir. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was tall, majestic, and so the Gopal deity was not small, it was also a majestic deity. Duhe raktambar. And it happened that now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being a sannyasi, he was wearing reddish clothes, saffron clothes. And it happened that day the deity had also worn reddish clothes. Duhara swabhava gambhir. And both of them were very grave, sober. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he especially when he lived as a sannyasi and when he was comporting himself in public, he would be very sober and grave, as is appropriate and expected for a sannyasi. And of course, in this particular case, he was relishing very deeply with the ecstatic mellow of devotion, contemplating the glory of Gopal. And that had also made him go somewhat into internal consciousness, and he was sober. And the Gopal deity also was, although it was beautiful. Now sometimes we think that gravity and beauty don't go together, but the two can also go together. And Gopal deity was extraordinarily beautiful, and at the same time it was grave also. Duhara Gambhir, Swabhava Gambhir. Both of them had grave natures. And Maha Tejomay Duhe Kamal Nayan, Duhar Bhavaveshe Duhe Chandra Vadan. So Maha Tejomay, both of them were effulgent, not just effulgent, Maha Tejomay, very effulgent. When the Lord comes in this world, when he chooses, he can make himself seem ordinary, and when he chooses, he can dazzle people with extraordinary visions. As Krishna, say for example, chose to do when he revealed the universal form to Duryodhana and others in the Kuru assembly. So Maha Tejomay. So subsequently artists, when they want to represent the extraordinary nature of the darshan of the Lord, they often put a aura around the Lord, a halo around the Lord, which symbolizes, which represents his divinity. So Maha Tejomay Duhe Kamal Nayan. Both of them had, so they were both very effulgent. The Lord was effulgent as Gauranga, and the Lord as the deity Gopal was also effulgent. And Duhe Kamal Nayan. Both of them had beautiful lotus eyes, lotus-like eyes. Now the eyes are often compared to lotuses. It's a very standard metaphor in the Bhakti tradition, and it conveys the special beauty of the eyes. The face is like a lake, and within that lake-like face, the eyes are like lotuses which stand out. And just as lotuses move about because of the waves or because of the breeze, similarly the eyes move. And when the eyes move, they are captivating, and when the eyes are fixed on one thing, they are also captivating, just like lotuses are captivating in both situations. And then Duhara Bhavaveshe, and both were overwhelmed by devotion. The associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were also very advanced devotees, and being as they were so advanced, they could perceive not just they could perceive not just the emotions in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but they could perceive the emotions of the deity also. Srila Prabhupada often would go to a place, and if the devotees were serving nicely the deities over there, he would say the deities are happy here. So if the devotees serve the Lord nicely, the Lord is happy over there, and that happiness is manifest. And especially that happiness can be seen even by devotees with a little bhakti. What to speak of those who have a lot of bhakti, whose heart is filled with bhakti. So the associate Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were like that, and they saw that the deity was also bhava aveshe, was overwhelmed by bhava, by bhakti, on seeing the not only the Lord must have been pleased on hearing about his own pastime being narrated so sweetly and expertly and devotionally by Nityanand Prabhu, but along with that, the Lord must have also been pleased that he is able to behold the darshan of his own devotee in such a beautiful form. So, Duhe Chandravadan, Bhavaveshi, and they were Chandravadan, they were both having a moon-like face. The sun is often, when it is hot, it is scorching. Although it gives light, it is not pleasant to look at, especially when at noon or other times when it is giving out its light fully. But the moon, it gives light and it is also very pleasant to look at. So generally the Lord's face is compared to a moon, except when he's angry, then as in the form of Narasimhadev, or when he's manifesting the Kala Rupa within the Vishwarupa, then his face may be compared to a sun, but usually it is compared to a moon. Duhe Chandravadan. So, what all are the attributes that they saw similar? Similar complexion, similar form, similar dress, similar disposition, similar effulgence, similar eyes, similar emotion, and similar face. So they in this way saw 8 similarities, and actually what happened? Duha dekhi Nityananda Prabhu Maharange, Thara Thari Kari Hase Bhakta Gana Sange. Duha dekhi, and then now among all the devotees who accompanied Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu had the most intimate relationship with him, and he had often what was almost a fraternal relationship. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would sometimes give an instruction to Nityananda Prabhu would not do it. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would see that also as the expression of that insubordination, also as the expression of love, because Nityananda Prabhu was older to him and was also motivated by transcendental love, which was not very easily comprehensible. And that would be revealed in the pastime coming up soon. But here, all of the devotees were amazed to see this extraordinary vision, but none of them had the courage to speak anything. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he looked at it. Sometimes when we see something special, then we come and we look at somebody else and we raise our eyes, and that other person also raises his eyes. Oh yeah, now that's true. So we want to convey something through our facial expression, through our gestures, through some whispered words. So like that. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so when Nityananda Prabhu, Duhe dekhe Nityananda Prabhu Maharange. So Nityananda Prabhu became very delighted on seeing this sight of the two lords looking so similar, and Thara Thari Kari. Thara Thari, he started indicating to the people, to the other devotees. And then they all got the point. They all thought, oh, we are all sharing the same thought and the same realization we have got. They Hase Bhakta Gana Sange, and what was a restrained emotion eventually they started expressing it. And Hase Bhakta Gana Sange, they started laughing joyfully, and thrilled with ecstasy to see their Lord and Gopal both having darshan of each other, both reciprocating love, and both just by their presence and by the opportunity to behold them, they themselves were being blessed. So it was just sweet, special, transcendental vision that they were all smiles. Nityananda started smiling, and all the other devotees, the other associates also started smiling. And then we'll continue how things move forward in our next talk. Thank you.